And we are here live. Hello, our friends out on the internet, and hello to our subscribers here. Jeff here, and I'm reporting to you live right now in our live stream from Costco Wholesale here in Coral Springs, Florida, on a nice hot sunny day. And I know some of you are probably waiting for a blizzard or something, but it's just amazing how different the climate can be across the country. Well, let me go ahead and start off today. We have a big schedule here of all new men, and we're starting off with some of our home remodeling stuff here today. And I'm looking right here. This is the first time I think I've ever seen Delta here at Costco. But what they have here is this is the Berkeley pull-down kitchen faucet that they just got in. Now this faucet, I'm going to zoom in over here on the price tag there, is $179 for this one. Now this one has what we call shield spray technology. And so this is a powerful spray that it helps clean up all your stuff there. And also it's got the magnetic, which I like. So I typically buy anything with magnetics, so all you do is you bring it up like this and it snaps right back into place. So whenever I'm doing my condo flips, I'll usually put faucets like these in there. They're very popular with people. This is a very nice, sleek design here too. And I believe, yes, with this you can either put it over the 3-hole thing, or you can just make it the small round base, which they show right here on the box. See that right there? And just as a standard here, I never install the soap things. I don't like those things. They always break or something stupid happens and they end up being just making a soapy mess all over the place later on. So I don't even ever install those on any of my designs here. So yeah, the Delta Berkeley they got here, $179.99. That's a pretty decent price, because when you go into Home Depot, you'll find that most of your kitchen faucets that look like this start off at around, $189 and go all the way up over the twos very quickly, over the $200 range. So that's a pretty good price to get something like this. And then next to it, they got these water picks here on sale. This is the handheld shower head with brushed nickel. These are $39.99. I don't know too much about water pick, because I typically install the Delta Intuitions. So I want to bring you over here to show you a couple of new Mowens that they just got in here. So this here is a Mowen. This is the brushed nickel bathroom faucet here, and I like this because it's a very simple design. There's no hot and cold, faucet handles on either side. You just got this single handle right here on this one here, and it comes with the push down drain. So you just push it with your finger and it locks into place, and you push it again and it pops right back up again here. So this guy here is $59.99. That's actually a little bit lower price than you would normally get like at Home Depot for faucets in this price range. You're normally in the $79 to $99 range there. But what I really like here is this new Mowen. This is the brushed nickel magnetics shower head. I should win a sticker or something 2 times in a row. Rodney, what's up? All right, so yeah, this one here, what I like, see, this is a magnetic instead of the Delta Intuitions that I normally install have like that little clip, and it's a plastic that you got to kind of fit in and click. But this is good because all you have to do is get it right near it, and that thing is a nice, tight, strong magnet right there. Let me try to get it a little closer for you to see. Boom. I mean, it's got some strength to it, and I like the look of these two here. So to get this thing for $79.99, it's not a bad price. The Delta Intuition that I usually get at Home Depot is normally $79.99, or sometimes it's $69.99 when I get it on sale there. So this here, they're saying there's a 60-inch kink-free metal hose, extends reach for bathing and cleaning. So yeah, this is a nice looking one. I might get me one of these for a future project and see how that thing looks here. And then down here, oh, this is the one I'm really excited about, because last year they had a very similar kit to this one here, and we bought several of these because I installed these in 1, 2, 3 people's houses, and then I installed it in my latest flip condo. And what's cool about this whole set right here is $29.99. And you guys that are doing remodeling, you want to talk about a bargain. If you go into Home Depot right now, one of these bars is going to be $25 just for one 24-inch bar. So for $29.99, this kit, they give you 2 of these 24-inch bars. They give you the toilet paper holder here, It is a great price. Indeed. Indeed it is. And they give you the double rope here that goes on top of the door. And they give you the towel ring here. So to get a piece like this would probably be over $100 if you bought them separately at Costco there, you know. That's what I like about this thing here. Hey. I always run into somebody I know here. How you doing, Sylvia? I ran into a friend of ours here. That's good. Nice to see you. Yeah, I can always count on running into somebody I know here. Now look at this. Here we got this golden arrow, and I believe this one is waterproof, completely waterproof. Yeah. So these are waterproof planks. These are not just water resistant. These are actually waterproof. So they got like the rubber on the bottom and vinyl up top. The only thing about these is, see, they're very flexible. They're very thin. So if you get something like this, you have to have a completely flat floor. And I'm gonna, how's the signal looking, guys? Because I know we had kind of, I ran speed test right before we went live, and it was slower than I'd like. So I'm hoping it's not tiling and compressing. I'm going to be leaving this aisle in a second here, and hopefully the signal gets better. But let me know how the quality of our video looks right now. But anyway, these guys are $10 off here at $29.99. So just remember, when they need these waterproof planks, they're going to be thin, and if you have any dips in your floor, it's going to bend. It's going to bend like crazy. So you got to make sure you self-level that floor. It's got to be perfectly level before you lay it down. These guys are still $29.97. These aren't too bad. But this is a bargain right here. So if you have fluorescent lights, and I wish I'd known this, I don't think these were here 2 weeks ago, but I helped a friend out in his garage. I converted his fluorescent lights and went to Home Depot and got him these 4-foot LED tubes. And I think we paid a little bit more, but these right here are on sale right now. They're normally $12.99, and so they're $3 off, down to $9.99. To get 2 light bulbs like that for $9.99, that's incredible. And look at this, man. They only draw 14 watts, and they put out 1,750 lumens. So these are really nice. And what's cool about these are drop-in replacements, whether you have a T12 or a T8 size light bulb in your fixture there. So you can pretty much be assured that these will work wherever you put them in your garage. In fact, if you have fluorescent now, you might as well just change them now to LED and not have to worry about it. And then while we're on the subject of that, we got these new smart bulbs here, which are kind of cool. So you can control your lights from anywhere. So if you forget to turn them off or something and you're away from home, these lights, believe it or not, register to your Wi-Fi system, and your Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant can turn it on or off at will. So you have remote access, you have voice control, you can schedule it, and they're dimmable. So who knew that light bulbs would actually get this smart? They used to be stupid. I used to yell, "Somebody change that stupid light bulb." But this is it. And these here are $24.99 for the pack of 2 here. No hub required or anything. Color changing, dimmable, 800 lumens per bulb. Seems like it's like the perfect match, you know. So I like that idea. I might experiment with some of those sometime. But you know what? These just came in. I'm willing to bet that closer to Black Friday, they dropped the price on these guys here. So remember what I am always telling you guys, whenever you first see stuff come in here at Costco, like this guy here, this $179, I'm willing to bet you might see it 20 or 30 bucks off by Black Friday. You just give it the next ad cycle for it to rotate around and see if it does anything for you. But I'm willing to bet that comes down in price. Then around here, this is an incredible price here. This is the 6-pack here of the enhanced. So these are 60-watt replacements. This is the daylight. So these are going to be like pure white. This is $9.99, guys. I mean, I can't believe that price. That had to have been slave labor in China to get that price, man. So these are dimmable. They're 8.8 watts, and they're 800 lumens a piece on these bulbs here. That's a great deal right there. And the funny thing is, these actually look a lot more like the glass light bulb, if you prefer that look. They look a lot more like it. And as you know, I keep coming in every week, every single week, and checking. Funny, I still see those 4 9s on there. I was hoping to see a 4 in front of it like we did on Father's Day. I'm hoping maybe by Black Friday. This entire pallet has been sitting here like this since June. I don't think one single tool set has sold. And I'm really surprised they haven't lowered the price on it. And I'm surprised they haven't sold out of these Titans yet either, because that's a nice looking set. They're a huge set for only $19.99 there. And they got in a new pressure cleaner over here. And I'll tell you why I like this one. Any of you guys that ever see our live streams from Home Depot, you know that whenever I talk about the pressure cleaners, I only recommend the Honda engines because they are the best. Don't ever get the ones that have the Briggs and Struggling engines on it. So here you can put a little soap in there if you want. What I like about this one here is it's a 3100 PSI. And I always tell people try to shoot for no less than 3000 PSI. And this also has 2.5 gallons. So these are your two most important numbers. So the 2.5 gallons per minute is really good. Most of the other ones are anywhere from 2.1 to 2.4. So this has some really good specs on it, and that's a pretty decent price. $379. It does not come with the Whirlybird thing, the big surface cleaner. If you're gonna do sidewalks and stuff, don't ever use the wand. I always tell people it looks stupid. I cringe when I see people doing it, especially professionals that are cleaning like at a school. At the school attached to our church, they did that, and they totally botched it, just totally. They leave these lines all over the place on the sidewalk. It's terrible. You gotta use the Whirlybird thing. All right, so here you got, I like these here, except for the color temperature I don't like. But so these are retrofit for 5 and 6 inch hi-hat lights, and they're a 75 watt replacement, and they 850 lumens. The only thing is I don't like the color temperature. I don't like that soft white. That's more like a yellow than a soft white. I prefer the 3000 Kelvin, which is still soft white, but it doesn't look yellow. These just actually make things look darker. I'm not a big fan of that, but if you like that color temperature, these are on sale right now for $11.99 for those guys. And nothing here on sale with the smoke alarms or anything. And I know it's the season because, you know, with the time getting switched back, I don't know if it's this weekend or next weekend or when they're doing it, but that's when they put all of this kind of stuff out and remind everybody. Here you got this First Alert fire extinguisher here. It's a 5 pounds, and they got it on sale, $10 off, $24.99. So if you don't have a fire extinguisher in your house, you really should have one. It's probably a good idea to have one in the kitchen and one in the garage. And if you have a truck, you know, hey, maybe keep one in your truck. I always see these videos on YouTube where there's an accident that happens and a bunch of witnesses get out with their fire extinguishers and help put it out. Okay, this is new here. We got two new great ones here. So here is a 18 tools in one. This is the Sog Multi-Tool here. So this guy here is $39.99. So it comes with a 10-piece hex bit set, like right here. So it all just kind of fits into this little pouch right here that you could put right on your belt there. So that's a cool little set. What I like is this Caterpillar. This is a digital jump start here. This is a 1000 peak amps, and it's $99. Bingo, right there. So what's cool about this guy, and I really like this, it's got a 120 outlet on here, so you have an inverter basically built in here. So that'll handle 200 watts, and it'll charge 4 phones at the same time too. But let me just give you a little warning. If you need it to start the car first, don't do any charging or anything until after the car has started, you know, and then maybe you need to charge somebody's phone real quick, because you don't want to rob any energy out of, you want every possible watt you could use, you know, every amp, every starting amp you need to apply towards jump starting the car there. All right, so yeah, these look pretty cool here. And it's an air compressor, so you can go up to 120 psi on this guy. What's the back look like? Yeah, there's where all your plugs plug in. There's your, so you can do a bicycle tube as well. This guy here looks like the perfect jack of all trades. It does everything. Yeah, but so remember, they just got these in. I'm willing to bet these drop to $79 by Black Friday. That's my prediction. And here, I don't know if I showed you guys this. This was here 2 weeks ago, but this is a ultra cushion shop stool. That's 60 bucks. And I don't think they got anything else new down there. So what I want to do is they had another continued section over here of more home stuff. What I'm surprised about here is, look at this. I don't think they sold any costumes here. And they had some really nice ones here too. Really surprised that Costco didn't sell out of all of these costumes and stuff here. So let's see. So the filters here are still on sale. I think I pointed this out to you last time. So these are the 3M Filtrete. Now this is their elite allergen ones. These are the 2200 rated filtration level. Let me pull the box up here and show you. So what I like about these is this isn't just the regular paper in there. That's that kind of, I don't know if it's like a plasticky type of pleat in there. But these work really good. Like the highest, I'm not sure if it's the highest or the second highest, but they go pretty far up there in terms of their ability to filter dirt and stuff out. And this is a 3-pack. So they have the two most common sizes here. We use 20 by 20 by 1 at home. I bought one of these last week. And they also have 16 by 20 by 1. But to get 3 filters of this grade at 30 bucks is actually pretty decent. So if you play your cards right, when you buy this set for 30 bucks, this should last you the whole year. Now I know they usually tell you with the better filters like this that you can get 3 months out of them, but you know what we do sometimes? We reach under our AC and we vacuum all the dust that's collected up off of these, and we can get it to last longer. We have to because we have bunnies and the bunny hairs get caught up in there. But if you do that, and if you keep your house really clean and you dust often, these 3 filters should last you for a year, an entire year. Okay, so I wanted to bring you over here to show you some, all right, so they got some new toy stuff in, so now with Christmas looming around the corner, they're big time here with the Xbox One and the PlayStations right now. So I don't know, you guys can tell me if this is a good price or not on this, but the Xbox One, the X bundle, okay, with a 1 terabyte hard drive and an extra wireless controller here for $399. So that's what they're giving you here. See, 1 additional controller here. And I think it comes with a game bundled in there and a pass. And speaking of the pass, they actually have the Xbox gift cards here too. So this is cool. What they got here is you get $100 worth of gift card for $89.99. So they basically taken 10% off. So instead of going to like the game stores and paying full retail price, why would you be that crazy? Come here and get it here. Get $100 worth for $89.99, right? So those of you who have kids or know anybody that's looking or wanting something, this is the place to come get it. And they have the same thing here with the PlayStation as well. So here they got the PlayStation, and then in the background there you can see the card, $89.99. So same thing with PlayStation. And what do they got here? So they got 2 new games here. So they got the Call of Duty is here, Modern Warfare. I don't know if these prices are good. You guys can let us know down in the comments. These are $54.99. I don't really follow the game prices, so I don't know if it's any decent deal off of what you would pay in the other stores or not. And they have the Xbox One version of it as well too. They got this cool chair here for $159. That thing looks badass right there. And this is new here, the Nintendo Switch here. So of course all these boxes are empty. You got to take it up to the front here. So this is $349.99. Again, I don't know if that's a good price or not. Usually with Costco, they're not saying it here. Let me see. I think they're giving you some kind of bundle. They got the Switch. I don't know. Online family membership there. So sometimes, you know, you'll see Costco does tend to bundle stuff for you. And here they also got the PS4 here from Sony, and that's $349.99. Okay, let me get my card. Do I have any haul yet? Oh yeah, this is what I got here so far. Optimum Nutrition. Actually, believe it or not, the family that started this lived in Parkland, and they used to belong to our church like years and years ago, and they made so much money. This stuff is very profitable, the protein mixes. They made so much money that they built this huge probably $4 or $5 million mansion on a 7-acre lot of land. And then he sold the company for like $350 million to some French milk company who makes it now. They make it out of Indiana. It's still made in the US, but holy cow. All right, so I'm going to show you some new stuff here that they got in. So this tree here was not here before. This is really interesting. This is a LED tree of lights, and as you can see, it has 1,600 LEDs. So this guy's $189.99. He looks to be standing about 7 feet tall, but that looks really cool. You know, back in the day when I was doing the synchronized lighting displays in my yard, I would have bought 8 of these guys and lined them up and had them all synchronized to the music. That would have been really, really cool. Because back in the day, we had to hand make our own stuff. I used to get those little tomato, what do they call those? Those tomato racks that you buy at the garden center, and we'd wrap them with lights. Now this is new too. These 2 deers. These deer were not here, and that rhymes, by the way. They were not here 2 weeks ago when I did my last broadcast from in here. But these are cool. This is a set of 2 here. You can use it indoor or outdoor. The only thing is, look at the size of this box, man. This box is like 3.5 feet by 3.5 feet square, and about probably 15 inches deep. So you better have a good place to store that. You know, like either a big loft somewhere. That won't fit up in your attic if you have like a trap door or something. If you have a door where you can walk up the stairs, yes, that will fit. But these are very nice, very classy too. And I like how let me zoom in and show you this, but if you look closely there, the wreaths around their neck have those LED lights on them. Those look really sweet. All right, so Rodney was asking a good kitchen faucet at a budget price. Gosh, you know, Rodney, I got a Hansgrohe, which is a German brand, Hansgrohe. I got it here at Costco a year ago for like $129. I haven't seen a deal like that since then. $179 is about the lowest I see, you know. So that's kind of, yeah. It really stinks. I mean, the faucets have gone up in price, and it's hard to get any that are cheaper, and when you do find them, they just don't look, they look every bit of cheap as their price is. That's the thing about it. So to me, you know, the kitchen and the master bath are what sells your house the most. So when I'm flipping my properties, I have to make it look better than anything any of these people have ever seen. I have to bring it. So I spend the money on even if it's $20, $30, $40 extra, I do it. And by the way, this Angel is just, okay, so Sam's has one, BJ's has one, but this Angel's the best. Let's see if I can zoom in. The detail on this Angel here, the carvings and everything, and it just looks much more lifelike than the other ones. This is an incredible Angel here. And so this one is $79.99, but I'm pretty sure that you'll see this price drop. But remember, so with these, there's 4 in this store, so you just have to keep some of these things in mind. If you see one of these things here, don't wait too long for them, because like this deer, I think this was the only one. This plus the floor model was the only one that they had on this guy here. All right. And then I noticed there was something on sale over here on these. You know, I always tell you guys about these restaurant ones here. And the different Costco's in the different areas have different restaurants, many of them local. So over in Fort Myers, where I was visiting my daughter, they have like the Ford's, what is it? There's a Ford, I forget the name of it, the Ford Grill or something like that. And they have them there. But anyway, so they got this Nutrisystem. This is their $100 gift card that they normally sell for $80 here. But it's on sale even further now, so it's $59.99. So this is essentially 40% off from their normal price here. That's a killer deal. That's like that deal I got for Apple iTunes back in August at Sam's Club's members only day on I think it was like August 3rd. And the Apple iTunes cards were like $80, $84, something like that, for $100 worth. So if you guys haven't seen, I'm not going to go through every single thing here, but this is some of the bigger, better items here along your Christmas display here. Okay. I want to head over around here because we did get some other new items in here. And I believe some of them around here, yeah. So it looks to me like so far Costco, I think, has the lowest price on 100 LED lights. We're going to be doing a video probably in the next week or so comparing 100 LED lights at several different stores: Costco, Sam's Club, BJ's, Target, Michael's. So I kind of went around. It took me a lot of time to go around and get all of that video in all these different places here. And so they got this other one here. These are color changing lights here, 100 LEDs that are $9.99. Yeah, so these were not here last time. Anything else that I missed? I wanted to show you guys this Santa thing again, because, well, they moved it over here. But I just thought that this thing, so look at that design on that thing. I just love that design. That's $34.99. So I wanted to show you some more stuff they got in here this week that's new. Alright, so they got these 6-piece ornaments. These are the shatter resistant ones. They come in a big square tube here. Those are $15.99. And let me come right around here. Alright, so here's a Toy Story set they got here. This is the Ultimate Gift Pack, and this is $42.99. So what they have in here is they got 7 of the posable characters here. So this is for kids 3 and up. And they got a bunch of Disney stuff in here. And the Disney stuff is always popular with the kids at Christmas here. So you got Minnie here. These are $19.99, 36-inch. You got a Minnie or a Mickey that you can get. Those are $19.99. And I know the young girls are going to go crazy over these. These are the Frozen 2 Anna and Elsa Adventure dolls here. These are $34.99 for those two. And these here are really cool. I like these. These are the Hug Me Character Throw-In Pillow set here. When you do your next live, wait a minute, let me bring it back up. When you do your next live stream at Home Depot, I might try to do one either tomorrow night or Thursday night. I'm due for one. It's just that, you know, there hasn't really been a whole lot there. I think I did one last week, and there just wasn't a whole lot yet. We're still kind of waiting in that dark period between now and Black Friday. There's like no major tools on sale over there. All right, so these, what you get here with these guys, this is a pillow and a throw towel. Not throw towel, like a throw blanket. It's a throw set. The throw is 50 inches by 60 inches, so it's huge, and they're very, very soft. Very plush. These are $14.99. They got Toy Story, Spider-Man, Minnie Mouse. Looking for Ryobi kits. Yeah, they usually have them there, and I think there was a kit that was, or at least a couple of kits when I was in there a couple of, was it last week? So yeah, we'll go back and look for those tomorrow. Okay, here for $69.99 you got this Power monster truck. This truck looks to be probably 24 inches across here. It's got 150 foot range. And the BattleBots is new. But I gotta show you, I'll show you in a second this other, if I can find this other kit. I don't know where the heck this thing is. So you got this thing here. These are $60 for this. You got this massive Hot Wheels kit here. So this is the Ultimate Track Builder Set for $70. It comes in this big blue case here. It's got this huge track here with the 75 pieces. And then here, I mean, this is just an incredible bargain. See, these are the kind of toys I like to get for Angel Tree. So every year our church does Angel Tree at Christmas time. So everybody's given like a little angel with a kid's request on it. And it's usually a poor family or somebody whose parents are in jail. And so the kid will have a request. And we always get requests for Hot Wheels. So I always end up coming and buying one of these guys. Because look at this. You get 10 cars. And this is the little launcher thing and the 360 loop. And you can't beat that price for $20. So that's about the average that they tell you to spend on a gift. But to get something like that, that just will make some kid's dream come true, big time. For sure. The other one I wanted to show you is over here. Let's see, did they put it here? Yeah, this is the one here. Every year it seems like Costco outdoes themselves with these art kits, and we always get some little kid, some little girl from Angel Tree that asks for an art kit. And so I'm gonna blow some kid's mind with this thing. This has over 1,200 items. I don't even know how the heck they can do that. And this thing is only $19.99. That's the card for it. That's unbelievable. That's just unbelievable. Look at the size of this thing. Look, I can't even show it all on the frame. I have to like stand it up. This whole thing is like 3.5 feet long. But if you just look at all of the little things that are in there. So if you know any kids, any young girls that are asking for art thing, this is the thing to get them. So that will be part of our haul this evening. And I'm glad to see too, they got a lot of these thinking toys here. Learning toys for kids. Hey, they got Uno. That's new. That just came in this week. And I wanted to show you this thing here. They got this Mortal Kombat game here. They had a Pac-Man like a couple of weeks ago, but the Mortal Kombat's pretty cool. This is $3.49 here. The sales guy told me here they were going to get another one back in, but they haven't. I'm kicking myself for not buying it when I saw it in here. I saw it during one of my own live streams a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't act on it. I'm killing myself for not doing it. Here's the Fao Schwarz keyboard there. What age group is the art kit? That's a good question. Let me see if it says it on the thing, or if it says it on ages 3 and up is what it says on the box. 3 plus. And then these are good too if you want to if you just want to test the waters with your kid to see if they want to learn. This is a great thing because they can experiment with all the different sounds. And then if they grab a few books and decide they like it and want to take it to the next step, they do have another nice Yamaha piano right here. This is a P45 bundle here. So this thing has really good piano sound. This is $549.99. We have a Steinway at home and a Kurzweil Forte and a Korg keyboard. So yeah, luckily I already had the Steinway, and my daughter learned to play when she was 10, and now she's like phenomenal. She's in college now. And the piano sound on this is incredible. I mean, why would you go buy a whole piano when this is pretty good? So this is another good way if you want to just up the ante and spend a few more dollars and get this guy here, and then decide, you know, if your kid wants to continue playing or not. Now I heard earlier this thing was playing itself. So I don't know if there's a demo mode. I was looking for the demo mode. I don't see it on here. Usually they'll have a demo mode button, or if it's just because it's made for being on the display. I don't know. But yeah, this thing has a really decent piano sound, you know. And this is the time to get things like this, because this is when they have them in at Costco at probably much lower price than you would expect to pay online. What I notice when I buy all my musical gear and stuff, everything is full price. I don't ever get a bargain because every music store in the world sells everything at full price, especially the high-end stuff I got, like that Kurzweil Forte piano, that keyboard. That thing was $4,000 bucks. Right, so they got here, the Tonka stuff is in. They got the police car, the fire engine. These are all 20 bucks. They got the garbage truck. What I got my eye on here is this pedal go-kart up here. This is nice right here. $2 for a teenager. You mean for that art kit? I don't know. It might be. Teenager might want something more along the lines of doing something on the computer, Rodney. That's what I would think. I don't know. It all depends on their maturity level and what you know, if you find out what they like. Right, so this guy, oh, the price on the piano was $549. So it's right here. And by the way, the good thing about it is it's 88 keys. So if you do buy anything that's piano related, make sure you get the full 88 length keyboard there, okay? Yep, just got a great piano sound to it. Just always make sure you get the full 88 keyboard. Now I know when you buy these little keyboards over here, the little cheapy synthesizers there, you can't always get the full keyboard on those. But that's why they're only 99 bucks, you know. That's why they're not super high priced. So I'll show you this Hot Wheels. So the go-kart was up there. This is the box that comes in here. This is for kids aged, let me zoom it out there, 4 through 12. Like that thing there. They got lots of Play-Doh stuff. Those are always popular at Christmas. The activity plane here, I think they had this last year here. 17-year-old granddaughter really likes to draw and paint. I think by 17 they're kind of over the princess and the Disney stuff though. So my daughter was into it when she was in 8th and 9th grade, and then that was about it. So they all fell in love with the music, and since my daughter does piano and her cousin does piano, they all went out and bought the sheet music and everything, but they just didn't really deal with any of the, you know, the art things here or anything like that. This is cool. This is a balance bike. It's a lightweight balance bike here. 50 bucks. Let me see. Most of this stuff was already here. There was something at the end here that was new that was not here last week that I wanted to take a look at. That's this guy right here. So this thing here is called the Kidcraft Freeway Frenzy Raceway Set and Table. Let me kind of maneuver over in a position here. So you got all the cars there, and I guess it goes down the ramp here. They come flying right here. It's probably small enough that your kid's small enough they can hide under here too. Kids like to hide in these tight little spaces there. And then coming back over here, we can see these. We got some more of the lights here. These are the ones I got, like a half a dozen of these up in my attic right now, ready for my next project, because I scooped up some of these when they put them back on sale again here. So that's $26.99 minus $7, so they're down to 20 bucks. So back in August, I put 4 of these in my friend's house when they went on sale. We were waiting and watching, and pretty much every other month. So it's on sale now, and let me see. So the price ends on the 4th, November 4th, and it'll probably be back to full price again for a month, and I'm willing to bet in December it drops back down again on sale again. So in terms of like the Christmas related food and stuff, yeah, I think we pointed these out last time. Those are the chocolate liqueur things. We used to buy these all the time. I love those. You get your Lindors. You got your chocolates of the world. You got truffles here. Most of the stuff is pretty cheap. It's like, you know, so these guys here, $9.99. The truffles are $5.49. Gingerbread House, $9.99. Got the Roca collection. Some of these just don't really look that appetizing to me. I don't know about you guys. That to me looks like the candy version of fruitcake. And you get some Belgian chocolates here, $9.99. This one to me so far looks the best. This is the Gudrun Belgian chocolate set. This is $12.99. And you got another one here that looks equally as delicious. I'm not sure I like the idea of the sockeye salmon here, like all at room temperature and everything. Cats will go crazy at Christmas. They haven't had an empty box they didn't like. There you go. There's your chocolate coins, the Belgian chocolate coins. Let's see, these they did not have in last. Oh yeah, I think they did. Yeah, the Belgian waffle crisps, all that. The David's cookies here, melt in your mouth cookies, butter pecan meltaways, $9.99. And of course the cans. Man, I gotta tell you, talk about expensive. All right, so these guys here are basically 20 bucks, right? These cans right here, you got 4 cans for $12.99. I was in a Tommy Bahama store in Fort Myers on Sunday, and they had a can about this size of their cookies, $36.50. I'm like, holy cow. I bet I'll never see that at a decent price. These are new. These weren't here last time either. This is the Sobri Belgian biscuits. And there's the different biscuits that are. You were in the Torrance Costco the other week to get candy for the Vid Summit. Oh, you went to Vid Summit. You went to Vid Summit? I was hoping to go this year. I didn't make it. Then I saw one of my buddies, Paul Peck. He was there. If you guys haven't seen Paul Peck channel, you got to go see that on YouTube. He's awesome. He's probably the best drywaller around. And he gives you all sorts of tips and stuff. Yep. And I understand C. Jane Drill. She was there. I think that's her name. Leah from C. Jane Drill. She's got a phenomenal channel as well. So she kind of does a lot of what I do. Only she doesn't do the live streams and the shopping in the stores and stuff as well. There was somebody else. Oh yeah, the plumber guy. I forgot his name. Charlie. He was there too. You connected with Leah. You convinced her to attend Workbench Con. Yeah. And it's funny. Paul Peck is up in Melbourne, so he's basically a 3-hour drive from us. I would love to go do a collab with him one time, where we just go up and sit with him and collect a bunch of questions and shoot something in 4K. He has that camera that he mounts on his head, I guess, and it shows you from his point of view how everything's done. But I think it would be cool a couple of times to like set it up on a tripod and show it. West Palm Beach PD. Yeah, Roger Wakefield, that's the guy. So I contacted him. I saw his channel, and I told him I saw him on the live broadcast from Vid Summit from Daryl's buddy Dan. I think Danny's his name. He was walking around doing the live stuff. So here's all the books they got for Christmas here. So they got these all set up. I'm going to walk back towards the front of the store where they got a whole bunch of other new stuff in. So we're starting. This Costco is just huge, man. They just built this Costco, I think like 6 months ago. And when it opened, man, there was like 400 or 500 people outside. They had a dozen lanes out there with all these computers set up to sign up everybody who was not a member that was going to be a member. And holy cow, you never saw such a crowd of people there. Let me see if anything else was left on sale there. Okay, man, the iRobot, really? You're kidding me? You're gonna try to get $5.99 for that? No, the tool deals I showed at the beginning. I might take a quick brisk walk back over there in a minute. So this one here, this is that KitchenAid one. So the thing about this KitchenAid is that, and I pointed this out last time, is like every other month this guy goes on sale for $80 off. So right now it's $329.99. So you'd be foolish to come in here and spend $329.99 right now if you just wait to the next ad cycle, and it's likely to drop $85, $80. Don't forget Maker Faire in Orlando. I'll look into that one. I will definitely look into that one. That Maker Faire. What else is on sale here? These guys are not on sale. Some of these were before. But anyway, talking about this KitchenAid mixer, Sam's Club on the November 9th is doing a members only event, another one, and I might live stream from that one. And I know I caught wind of a KitchenAid that they're going to put on sale there, similar to this one for $99, but it's a smaller, not as robust machine, and this is a 6-quart, but the one they're going to do is a 4.5 quart, but it'll only be $99. Huge networking opportunity. I might, but you know, I'm not as popular with the professionals in the market because I tend to cut them down a lot and call them idiots in my videos. Because every time I get called into somebody's house to fix something major that went wrong, it was because some licensed contractor that went in there and did something illegal or violated, common sense, much less building codes. And I'm always kind of holding them to task about it. And a lot of the professionals get very upset about that. I don't know why. You're just cutting down all of us, blah, 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 blah. But, I guess what people don't realize is not every contractor out there is good at what they do. And I usually end up being the one that comes in to mop up the mess when they blow it, Okay, so I wanted to take you over by the computers. I wanted to show you something. There's something new that they've come out with now. And by the way, they've taken the sale prices off all of these laptops and stuff. But I wanted to show you something. There's a new generation of Intels that have arrived here. So this is called the 10th generation. So up until 2 weeks ago, I was telling everybody when you buy to only buy the Core i7 because that's the most powerful and the fastest. And I was telling them to make sure it said 8th generation. And guess what? Now they came out with this new 10th generation. So now when you want to look at it, the way you can tell is like, if you see this right here that says i5 and there's an 8, so that 8 there means it's the 8th generation. So if you come over here and look, this one here says there's a 10th generation. But usually it'll tell you on the processor listing. So here's one right here. There's an Intel i7, and see how it begins with a 10? That's how you know you're getting the 10th generation. How can you find the building codes in your area? It is kind of hard. You could, like, for example, sometimes I'll say building codes in Florida. I'll do that search, and it'll come up and it'll show you, like, I think it's called the IRC, the International, or IBC. I forget what it's called. But most of the states base their building codes off of that anyway. The International Building Codes or something like that. But you can often bring up PDF files from your state of what the building codes are. Sometimes you go to your city, your own city, and they'll have it on their website, you know, common things that you should do or not do. But really, a lot of it, you just sort of have to be in the industry and get those books. Like, for example, the electric code, I have to buy that book. They come out with a book every 3 years, so I buy the book on it. Let's see. So here, I wanted to show you two computers side by side here. Now, off the bat, you would think that, okay, maybe this HP is the one to get because it's got an Intel i7 10th generation. This Dell has an Intel i7 8th generation, but this guy has a solid state drive. Even though it's 512 gigabytes, that's a solid state drive. This one has a double size drive. It's 1 terabyte, but it's a hard drive. And I hate hard drives. Every hard drive I ever had in any of my old laptops burnt themselves up from the heat. It's all about the RAM in a computer. Yep. But to me, and not only that, if you get a solid state drive, they're a lot faster than the hard drives. And everything is, it's more compact. The computer's thinner. This guy's thinner. He's a little bit smaller. So you're talking a 13.3 inch display here as opposed to a 15-inch display over here on the left here. So it is kind of a choice. You're always making trade-offs here. And this one's actually more money. It's $200 more because of that solid state drive. The solid state drives are expensive. What I did on my high-end, super high-end computer that I bought last year in order to be able to process these 4K videos that I shoot and upload, that guy there, I got a 512 gigabyte solid state drive on drive C that is only the operating system only and nothing else. And then I got a hybrid drive for drive E to put all my video files and everything on. So at least, the operating system will work fast as heck, and I'll never have to run into a problem with a disk corrupting itself. Oh, LDS, Latter-day Saint. Yeah. This is funny here. So they got these Caffee's frozen cocktails here. These have 6% alcohol in them. The only thing is, if you stick these in your freezer, you got to make sure your kids don't get a hold of them because they look like, hey, it looks like fun, summer fun there, Till you tell your kid, hey, son, it's time to go to bed. Hey, screw you, Dad. Screw you. They'll be drunk off of these things. Anyway, these are $13.99. They're on sale, $4 off from $17.99. They did get a few more Christmas things in here. This is all up by the front when you first walk in, so they tend to put a lot of these new things in here. These look cool, but I don't really know. I don't know this candy very well. This is, what did they say it was? Witter's chocolate. I've never heard of them before. Maybe y'all did. So this is the Starbucks ceramic travel mugs. These are 2-packs here. Yep. I love coming to Costco, man. I could spend hours in here. I just don't have the money to spend according to the time that I'm in here. So these are double-walled cups, and they come with 2 servings of coffee, and a thing of peppermint hot chocolate here in the back, and some cookies there. These will definitely go in price. I don't understand why, but they never seem to sell a lot of these. And same with Costco and Sam's Club. Every year they're always left with all of these types of coffee mug things, and they're like practically giving them away at Christmas time. These are like, yeah, these were not lit last time. So these here are LED pathway lights. So they're designed to simulate the old C9 light bulb. So these are faceted plastic. There's 6 of them here, and they're on stakes that go into your, like along your yard walk. That's how they show them there, the walkway there. There's 30 LEDs inside each one of these. So these actually look really, really nice and bright. So that's new. This was here last week. It was on sale last week, but it comes off sale in about a week and a half. And what I like about these guys here is that this rope light, they never had stuff like this back in the day when I was real heavy into doing my big 65,000 LED setup here. This guy here runs off of a remote control here. You can change the colors and everything. 8 color options. There's 2 animation modes, 2 speed modes, or there's 6 animation modes rather. These they've had here before. They moved these from the toy section up front here. But here's another good gift idea to get. 1,500 pieces of Lego for $39.99. That's an incredible price there. And then you got the Craze here. This is a remote control vehicle, $14.99. I think we showed those a couple of weeks ago. So I want to come around here to the Mikasa section and show you. These are not Mikasa here. These are Harvest. But I like these bowls. They're kind of a shiny ceramic. There's 3 bowls here in this set, and that's $19.99. So these are mixing bowls. It's a 4-quart, 2-quart, and 1.5-quart, and they're dishwasher and microwave safe. This thing here is a 3-tier oval server. Looks okay, but it just looks kind of plain and simple, you know. That's the look you like. I mean, I like stuff more ornate looking, much more detailed and things. So these are, how much is this guy? $39.99. That's it over there. And let's see. Now we have the Mikasa 40 pieces. This is the Lausanne setup here. These two look just kind of very plain. This is $99.99 for this kit here. And then they got this 65-piece Mikasa set here. It's $79.99. This is 80 bucks. And there's a different, are they all, no, I guess they're all the same. Yeah. So these frying pans here are, is it a 2-pack? Yeah. This 2-pack is $39.99 here. I don't know too much about these guys, this Gotham, or the copper ones that I always see advertised, where they show it not putting any butter and they could still fry the egg and the egg slides right out. But I've heard that those are gimmicks. I've heard people on the comments and reviews of those say that it was terrible, that by the 3rd time they used it, it stopped being slippery. I wanted to show you something else that they do here too here at Costco. You can trade in your Mac. So, and you can, the way they pay you is you receive a Costco shopping card as payment. So that might be something to look into. I don't know how much they would give you for them. You could get more on eBay or not. Looks like, so I think one of these was on sale last week, but it doesn't seem to be now. I don't know if these are good prices here or not for these 2 watches. But here's the rose-colored one. And here's the space gray. Yeah. And for people that just don't even want to deal with eBay or anything, you know, you just got to know you're not going to get as much, but you're probably going to get something, and then you don't have to deal with it at all. Yes, do they sell Apple laptops? They do indeed, and they got them right here. Let me see, the iPads were on the other side there. There's the iMacs. So here's the laptops. Here's what they got here. So they got 2 different ones here. I'm assuming this is for the one here on the end here. So there's the Apple MacBook Pro, 15-inch, space gray. So that's $19.98. This one's not on. Usually they have them on. Let me see if, oh, it is on. There we go. So, and then they got this other one here that's $2.99. Oh, that's the Apple Care. I'm sorry. That was the Apple Care price. This one over here is $17.49 for the MacBook Pro 13-inch. That one has a solid state drive too. So does this first one. So both of these have solid state drives, which is, I think it's typically what the Macs do. I don't think the Mac laptops ever come with hard drives, do they? This one's $12.49. I saw this one here. Yep, still running perfect. And they got a MacBook Air 13-inch here for $9.99. But look at this massive screen here on the back side here. That thing's huge, man. Let's see how big that one is. That's a 27-inch monitor there with a tiny little chiclet board. So that's what this guy has. The 8th generation 6-core Intel, the Core i5 processor. Yeah, the 1 terabyte Fusion drive. This one probably does have a hard drive in it. I don't think the Fusion is a solid state drive. And then here's a more regular sized one, 21.5 inch. 32-inch monitor. Holy cow. Yeah, I think mine at home's a 27-inch. Wait, I see one more item on sale over there that I didn't point out before, and that's these hold on when this thing is. It's that T3 featherweight Lux thing here. This guy here is $25 off. So I guess they normally have it here for $99.99. So it's $25 off at $74.99 here. Yeah, it's pretty pricey for a hair dryer. This thing better be something else special, you know. It does look like a jet engine there. Look at that. Looks like a Boeing. That should be made by Boeing. They should be selling that, since they're not going to be selling too many airplanes anytime soon. Might as well switch to hair dryers. They know how to wind. Right? So, let's see. Yes, it's really weird. Like, every time I come in, they keep moving, like, the Christmas stuff around. They split it up. So here they got just the trees are brought up front now. The trees and the wreaths they've brought up front.
Yeah.
And so they got this one here. This is a 12-footer for $5.99.
Oh, look.
So this is a 12-footer with 1,300 LEDs. So what I like about this, it fits my rule of thumb, which says you got to have 100 lights per foot of tree. 100 lights per foot of tree. So this is good. This fits it. And this one here, you can control whether they're clear, like you see here, or whether they're multi. And you'll see it switch in a second here. But the thing is you can't make it go green or red or blue. So some of the ones that they've come up with this year, like this, I'm not sure I would get, just simply because you're going to see much more functionality coming out next year. Yeah, they have tools. I'll go back over and I'll head back over right now. I just want to show you this. So remember I showed you I put this bag in my cart as part of my haul. So this is $49.99 for this. If you go to General Nutrition Center, I believe it's $69 there for these things, for this whey protein, which I love it because I like this the best of all of them because it mixes really easy. You can mix it with a spoon and it's that simple. All right, so they got this Houdini Hope and Joy basket here. And this guy's $23.99. It's got a couple of boxes of cookies and stuff in there. And this one's got chocolates, Ghirardelli, some of the Perline. Oh, it's got the Perline hazelnuts. That's funny because right over here, which we're going to pass on the way over, they got those Perlines, which I love at Christmas time. Then you got this thing here, this tower here of 5 boxes here. And this is the different stuff they got in there. This thing is $19.89. And for those of you with Apple, so they do have here the Apple AirPods for $144.99. I don't know if that's a good price, so you guys let me know on that so I can recommend to people to come in if they want to get something Apple. So these are their, it's got the charging case and it's the latest model. That's what the sign says. So let me know in the comments if you guys know whether that's a good price on that. And they've also got the Samsung version here, the Galaxy Buds. These are still 114 here. I may actually get some because I have this phone that I'm using right here and right now is a Galaxy S8 Edge. And do they still have the Fitbit thing here? Yeah. So they've got lots of wireless headphones and stuff all around here. Earbuds and stuff. And I see something on sale over here. What is it? Is that the curved monitor? Yeah, this is the 32-inch monitor from Samsung. So this guy is $179. It's $20 off their normal price. So Costco here, I'm glad they're showing it for the monitor. For the TVs, they don't normally show you the discount that you're getting on the TVs. They just show the price, which I don't know why. If you guys saw my stream from BJ's last week, it was like $1,000 off some of those TVs. It was insane. All right, I'm going to walk back over by the tools real quick to show you guys what they've got here for the guys that missed out, didn't join us earlier, and you're with us now. We'll show you what we've got here. And by the way, if you guys haven't seen the last couple of videos we uploaded here on the channel, we did one the other night on how to repair a large hole in your garage. So I went and helped a friend out who had an Oldsmobile 442, and back in the day, I guess he had brought it in too close and it bumped into the wall and made a big hole there. So we patched that up really, really nice, and you can't even tell where that hole is. That was amazing. And the one I did last week on how to repair the dripping water shutoff valve outside your house there, that thing's gotten like just buku amounts of hits. It's amazing. That one's like a grand slam. So this is the one I showed here. People, they'll chat every now and then. You'll see little flutters of people chatting coming on, Rodney. Okay, so here's the $99 one. So this is the tool set that I always tell everybody that I've been watching since June for them to lower the price on, and I'm guessing by Black Friday we're hoping that they drop it down to $49.99. This is a really good deal here on this Titan screwdriver set here. This is $19.99, and these all have magnetic tips, which is cool. You have slotted and precision screwdrivers. You got pick and hooks. Those are always useful to have. Those kind of picks and hooks there. Then you got the teeny tiny precision ones there. And you got the smaller ones. These are real handy sometimes when you're working in a confined space. And then you got, hold on, let me pull this guy back up here. Then you got this long one. You got a couple of really long ones here, which are, so they have the best of both worlds there. This is a stellar deal here on this folding work table here. And by the way, you see this company name here, Keter? These guys make all of those when you go into Sam's Club, which is big on selling those big plastic sheds that you see that you put your lawnmower equipment in. Keter makes this, they make that. This is $49.99. This is half the price of there's a DeWalt similar version at Home Depot that they sell for $99.99. And every once in a while, Home Depot puts it on sale for $69.99. But this is still even 20 bucks cheaper than that, right? And so Keter, I don't know if you guys know this, we're actually going to hopefully be filming this week my review of the DeWalt and the Milwaukee parts organizer bins with the, part of the, like the tough out, the pack out and the tough systems and all of their parts organizers. Those are actually made by Keter. A lot of people don't know that. In Israel, they are made in Israel. And I believe they also make rigids organizers as well. So that was kind of interesting to see that here, because I don't often see a Keter product in the stores. And then I showed this guy here before too. This is the Power Stroke power washer here for $379, and we like it because it's got the Honda engine and because it's got 3100 psi. And these are my two main things to look at here: 3100 psi and 2.5 gallons per minute on that. That's the things you look for. As far as tools, I think they had there was a couple more around the corner that I wanted to show you. Oh, they got this too, but not too many people do the Porter cable. I just don't know too much about them. I have one of their compressors, but I don't like it. But this is a pretty good price for a 5-tool set though. 20-volt max lithium here. So here you get the vacuum, you get the circular saw, you get the impact driver, you get the drill driver. That's not a hammer drill, and you get the sawzall here. And it comes with 2 batteries and the charger and the case. So in terms of, price-wise, it's a pretty decent price, but I'm just not too familiar with how their tools are. Most of us are buying DeWalt, Milwaukee, Rigid, right? I don't buy too many Ryobis. Mostly just for like the leaf blowing and stuff is what I buy from Ryobi. So here's the other tool we showed. This was the multi-tool here, and this is $39.99. So it's got 10 different bits on there, and the knife cutting, and then the pliers here, and this thing, kind of like a Swiss Army knife. And all of that fits into this little pouch. And then we showed the Caterpillar here with a 1,000 amp peak, a digital jump start here, and it's got an inverter, so it'll give you 120 volts AC. It'll charge 4 phones at once, and it'll inflate your tires. And it's got a thing there for bicycle tires as well. So that was neat. Here's another kind of similar thing here. This here is a battery maintainer here from Duracell. It's a 4 amp battery charger maintainer. So it's ideal for lead acid, lithium ion, AGM, and gel. So you could kind of hook this up to your car battery if you knew you're having issues, and just let it go for a while and give it some oomph, enough to start it. You got your Escort X80 laser and radar detector here for $259. So this particular model, I don't know the price. Maybe some of you guys know. You know if it's a good price or not. You can let us know. This little guy here, never really been a big fan of Black & Decker because it's just low end stuff. And this one though is made for doing a car. I don't know how good this is. It's $60. It's, it is kind of compact and everything, but I just don't know much about it. I just wheel out my Rigid shop vac and vacuum my car when I need to do it. So that was pretty much it for like the tools and stuff there. And of course, you got the shop vac, not the shop vac, this is the shop stool. Still thinking about vacuums. This is the shop stool here for $59.99. And wait, there was more stuff on the back side there, or not? No, I think that was it for the wine. They had wine and stuff back there. Oh yeah, so they got this Tumbler Set here from Rabbit. These are stainless steel. These are on sale right now, actually. $19.99, $5 off. So these look kind of cool. So Rabbit, I think these are those guys that make that wine opening tool that's really good too. I have the screw pull is what I use at home. And if you guys haven't been here in a while, man, they got all of the really good wines here too. All the best from Napa Valley, Alexander Valley, and stuff like that. A lot of these I recognize. I used to work in a liquor store in high school, not high school, yeah, right, in college. So a lot of these names are very familiar to me. Where I'm not seeing those, they don't have all of their champagnes and stuff here yet. Usually they'll have like Dom Perignon and Perrier Jouet, the floral bottles. They'll usually have all of that stuff here. But here, check this out. This is where the high-end stuff is right here. So you got some Robert Mondavi Reserve there, Beaulieu Vineyards, George de la Tour Private Reserve. These are usually expensive. We used to sell these at that liquor store when I was working there in college there also. So you got a lot of well-known names there. Oh, here's the champagnes. There we go. So this is what I was talking about here. Look at this one here, dudes. $349. Charles Krug there, the Grand Cuvée. So that's usually their top of the line stuff. The Grand Cuvée usually means it's the best of the pressing. $199. Now that's a pretty good price there for Cristal. That's always been my favorite. It has the finest bubbles of all of the champagne, and they're getting $154 for Dom Perignon. These have been pretty much the same price for the last 20 years. They haven't really gone up much in price. But I'm surprised they don't have the Perrier Jouet floral bottle here, though. They got the Vive Clicquot as a really good one without spending a whole lot of money. That'll satisfy you. This one I've never heard of before. Oh, that's the Piper Heidsieck. Okay, yeah. So they're another well-known out of, I think it's in Napa. I always forget where they're from. I'm really surprised they don't have the Perrier Jouet. So here's some of the other ones here. You got your Moet and Chandon. Moet and Chandon used to be considered the best of the American champagnes. And this is what President Nixon took over to China as a gift when he first went over there and tried to get friendship going there. So you got some of your better names here, like your Louis Latour Polyphosé from France. Yeah, these are all the stuff we used to sell. I used to work in the one liquor store that was in the rich part of town. These guys would come in with their American Express Platinum cards and think nothing about picking up $800 bottles of some of those like Mouton Rothschild, some of the high-end French stuff here. Yeah, so they got pretty much everything here. And we always come here and get up they have all the fruits here and the vegetables, the grapes and everything. And over in there, they got the fresh produce there. And I want to just take a quick look at we're going to see what they got here for prime grade meats. And if they've got any Norwegian salmon. Because as you know, I prefer the Norwegian stuff here. Oh yeah, see, these are good here too. I like these here. Thing about all of these, though, these are all previously frozen. So they may not taste as fresh. These are cool here. I love these guys. These are called langostinos. What these are is they're like miniature lobsters. Napa Valley, a couple of hours north of where I grew up, Sunnyvale. Yeah, I was in Sunnyvale in '97 doing work with one of the high-tech companies out there for a bit. So these langostino lobster tails are good. They're like a cross between lobster and shrimp, and they're delicious, man. A lot of people don't know about those, but that's a real good kept secret there. All right, so we got Pacific halibut. That is how much a pound? $17.99. What I'm looking for. So there's the fresh farmed. These are from Chile. Most of the time, their salmon here is from Chile. And it will be, this is $8.49, so that price went up. That was $7.99 a couple of months ago. But then you come over a few feet over. Oh, what company? It was called Failure Analysis Associates. So I was doing something with Motorola when I was an engineer there. And Failure Analysis Associates is a company that you go to and they test stuff to see if it's going to break or if there's safety violations. They did a lot of major investigations into like the Kansas City Hyatt collapse back in 1980, I think it was. They did one on the Titanic. They did some of the graphics on the O.J. Simpson murder trial too. Let's see. So is this one from, where's this? That's from Chile also. Now this one says $7.99 a pound too. Well, that's steelhead. That's one. Somewhere, usually they have the better. Here's the one from Norway. So when I have the choice, I always try to come here and get this one. So down the case there, they had the stuff from Chile. But over here, this is the stuff from Norway. See how it says it right there where my thumb is? It says Norway. And this is more expensive, of course. It's $9.99 a pound. But it's also raised without antibiotics. And let me just show you something, the difference. Let me see if there's a noticeable difference in the meat. So here's the one from Chile on the bottom, right? Here's the one from Norway on the top. You see the more defined lines there, the white lines? That's how you tell the better quality. That's what we've been told. Did a lot of research into that, and that's what some of the articles were saying about it. So it's kind of an interesting thing there about salmon there. But so this is raised in the cold north waters of the Atlantic, and that's raised in the waters of Chile. Okay, now as we come over here to the meats, I'm going to compare for you some of here's the prime grade, and I'll show you what makes the prime grade better when you compare it to USDA choice. So here's a prime grade That's a New York steak. Do they have ribeye? Yeah, they got ribeyes right around over here. So when you compare this guy here to a choice grade, you can see the difference. There's more marbling in the prime grade. See how we have marbling all throughout there? You don't have quite as much marbling here, but you do have big, huge chunks of fat in the USDA choice. The USDA choice is $9.99, but this is $16.99, which is actually a good price. I've seen it as high as $18.99 here. See? So the thing about this one here is it's also more tender, so you can't really tell by looking at it in the package, but the prime grade is more tender. So it's typically the top 2 to 5% of all the meat out there. In fact, if you look at these over here, just look how beautiful the marbling is on some of these guys. Just perfect. So that's why I don't always get prime, because it's so expensive, but if we have a good week on the stock market, first place I come is that day. I come in here to Costco and I go, I'm celebrating. I'm getting me some prime grade. All right. So there you have it. All right, so we're gonna come back over here. Oh, there's my card. I left it way down there. Thank God nobody took it. So, and they've also got here like Ahi Tuna. This guy here was previously frozen. I don't know why anybody would get the previously frozen on any of this stuff, really, on fish, when right next to it you got the regular stuff there. And I like here that you can buy these big, huge packs of the chicken tenderloins and the breasts, skinless breasts. They got chicken thighs. They got chicken drumsticks. I never get the wings. I prefer the drumsticks. You can get whole chickens there and do them out on your rotisserie there. We have a rotisserie. And you know, some of the Costco's are different, but you know, these are nice. You get these nice party platters and stuff. Sometimes they do the shrimp. I don't know if I can. Oh yeah, I think they got them here. Not every one of the Costco's do this, and sometimes like Sam's will do it. Sometimes they won't do it. But here you can get like shrimp platters here. And this is a nice one here. It's a shrimp salad with the seafood salad in there. You can get ribs that are already marinated. I prefer to marinate my own, but if you don't want to do that, you can do that yourself. They got the salads here, massive shrimp platter. If you want something a little bigger, you got sandwiches already made here. You got the pinwheel sandwiches already made. They get smaller amounts of pinwheel. So if you're kind of lazy and don't feel like cooking tonight, you just come in and you pick up one of these guys. You heat them up. Italian sausage and pasta. They got mac and cheese, dudes. I like they even have healthy stuff too. You got the green wrapped, spinach wraps there. You got pizzas, and you can't beat that price, man, for a pizza, $8.99. And it's real. It's not like pan. And rotisserie chicken noodle soup. I like this. See this? And then you got the Southwest white bean chicken chili. I mean, come on, $3.59 for this massive thing? That's a great deal here. So this here, what they do is they take their rotisserie chicken, which is really good here. They're famous for that rotisserie chicken. They chop it up and they make that soup out of it too. So I'll take you by and I'll show you the, let's see, they're right over here. I don't know how they make any money on this. I think it's a loss leader. It's just what gets people back in here. But come on, $4.99 for this big old rotisserie chicken. And it smells really good too, dudes, I gotta tell you. Here's a mesquite party platter here. Party wings. It smells really, really good back here. I'm surprised they don't have all the food tasting things going. Oh, they have a few. Yeah, they got them queued up here. So they do a lot of the food tasting here. That's how we find out about a lot of things. This one's really good. I like this stuff here. This is the prosciutto, and that's a really good brand. Not every brand of prosciutto is good, but this particular one that they sell here is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And then, do they have the Lux, the Nova Lux? I've gotten these here before too. These are good to snack on or make sandwiches, you know. And this one, I think, you know, it's a very similar one too. 3 different cuts of cold cuts there. But I don't see where they have the Novolux. They might be out of it this time. But they have all sorts of sliced meat here, and sometimes it's hit or miss. Don't always expect that it's going to taste good. Some of these off brands, you know, to me, I've always been of the opinion that if it's not boar's head, it ain't going to taste good. Oh, there it is. So yeah, I'll come in here and buy these here sometimes too. The smoked salmon. This is good for bagels right here. These guys, and they got full hams here. They're getting ready here for Christmas. Our church usually comes in and buys a whole bunch of these. We'll buy like 30 or 40 of these guys. And we do up all of these baskets for some of the families before Thanksgiving and hand them out. All right, so anyway, I think our battery is telling us that it's almost time. It's going to be running out soon. The battery's getting tired. So I think we pretty much covered everything. This was a really lengthy one, but man, you could see how much new stuff there was in here tonight. Plus, I like helping you guys out and going back and finding the price on certain things here. And I'm going to show you another look here down the Christmas aisle here. So this is some really good stuff here. I think so far this year, Costco and Sam's had the best stuff here at Christmas, right? And I like this thing right here. Santa boot thing here with this is the holiday arrangement here with 35 LEDs. That thing's pretty cool too. So anyway, make sure you guys check our channel out, check our videos for the latest videos that we've uploaded. Some really good stuff there. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, why haven't you? You would love all of those world-class videos we give you on how to remodel your kitchens, your bathrooms, all the repairs that we do and everything. And so make sure you check into that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Click on the bell icon next to it. That way you'll be alerted every single time we upload a video. Well, that's it. I'm going to have to sign off now, folks. And thanks for everybody joining us. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. And we'll see you all on the next one. Ciao, everybody.